Hello everyone. Today I will be presenting about a documentary review of theoretical and practical elements for a genre analysis of Thailand travel listicle. And I am Pinyada Santisarun. This presentation would start first with introduction, followed by methodology, synthesis and discussion, and end with conclusion and implication. For introduction, there are 5 main research questions. The first one is what is meant by listicle and the literature. Second is how can patterns and regularities of travel listicle be structurally organized as new genre. Third is how does computer-mediated communication impact the travel verb. Fourth is what is the language particularly created for the genre of travel listicle. And 5 is what is the current significance of travel listicles. For methodology, the data gained from the above 3 forms of searching underwent the process of document analysis during this literature review period, which took 4 months, and only relevant information was extracted and categorized according to similarities and differences in a separate Word files. For the first research question, what is meant by listicle in the literature? So according to such online dictionaries such as Cambridge, Holland's Lexicon, Macmillan, and Merriam-Webster's, the term listicle refers to a piece of writing or the content, for example, newspaper, magazine, or online article, and presented wholly or partly in form of a list of a series of items or separate items rather than a continuous text. And for the text, listicles have been around and written in paper magazines. However, the new launch of listicle in recent years has been on the internet. And since the format is short and easy to read, listicles are also ideal for reading on mobile devices, which serves the needs of those 21st century people who have shorter attention spans and live with a rush of life. And next research question, how can patterns and regularities of travel listicle be structurally organized as new genre? So because of the emergence of computer-mediated communication in the present world, there has been a multitude of texts in different disciplines written online. And this brings about a new genre of computer-mediated text. This digital genre seems to be comparatively unstructured, depending on the rhetorical environment of the internet. And therefore, the knowledge of genre analysis described earlier, especially Swell's cross model, will be adopted as a framework for the analysis of the corpus of Thailand travel listicle in the other research project. This is to arrive at patterns and regularities of this kind of tourism writing, identify its structural organization as a new genre. Examining this genre is worthwhile conducting as its rhetorical structures can be beneficial to those non-native English bloggers who are keen to create their own travel blog. Next question is how does computer-mediated communication impact the travel verb? So as globalization has been facilitated by the internet, tourism becomes more and more flexible by delivering individualized and up-to-date information. And if we focusing on the travel world, travel bloggers can freely express or share their travel experience by posting or uploading such type of content as stories, snippets of information. reviews, photographs, image, or podcasts about the place they have been in their blogs. And these kinds of information are frequently accessed beforehand by many tourists during the pre-trip stage, and their reliance on the given content in the blogs they have visited is important for their successful preparation. Next question. What is the language particularly created for the genre of travel listicle? So according to Dan Watt 1996, the unique features of tourism language lie in its act of promotion and persuasion, which have every intention of changing perspective into real consumers. To successfully perform those acts, consumers are likely to be entertained with the textual portrayals written in a convincing and inspiring appearing style, usually with the aid of dynamic, colorful visual images. Typically, tourism text can be classified into two groups according to the pragmatic function of the text. The first one is promotional text addressed to the general public, and the next one is specialized text addressed to experts in tourist field. The former may include tourism advertising, tourist guide, brochures, leaflets, itineraries, articles, and specialized magazine, in-flight magazine, while the latter could cover papers on the marketing of tourism, paper on the sociology, psychology of tourism, paper on linguistic aspect of tourism trade, contract, etc. And in terms of lexical grammatical features, this language of travel listicle is full of the extensive employment of descriptive and evaluative adjectives, superlatives, intensifier comparison, metaphor and similes, keywords and key languages, which is impressive use of foreign words, and also omission, according to Dan again. Next question. What is the current significance of travel listicle? As this research focus on Thailand travel listicle, so for now, because of COVID-19, Thailand also provides Thailand special tourist visa, and Thailand domestic travel is still ongoing, surprisingly. So 80% of travel planning is complete through the internet. Therefore, it can be assumed that travel listicles still receive a large number of hits daily, and their content is still useful to travel planners for making a decision to find the holiday destination. For conclusion and implication, this topic review in the study have implication for the present researcher larger research project. What has been discussed here provide a broad-based knowledge for examining Thailand travel listicles move and steps, together with the lexical choice, syntactical structures, and graphological features. The discussion on genre-based analysis conducted in previous study provide guidelines for classifying the structure regularities according to move and step of the collected material. The account of computer-mediated communication reflects new perspective on different genre of e-discourse under which the materials of the present researcher larger study are categorized. The description of tourism language assists in recognizing the unique nature of the specific language, which facilitates grouping lexical choices, syntactical structures, and graphological features highlighted in travel listicle in general. Lastly, the present authors have learned that travel listicle as a type of online communication have still gained in popularity among present-day travel planners, even though the tourism industry has now been severely affected by the coronavirus pandemic. Thank you. And I'm Pinyada Santisarun from Thailand.